So it's your boy, Coach J, with the Manifestation Master Channels. I want to jump into something that's really deep. Um, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What is wrong with these people that are traumatized in the world that refuse to get help, right? If you know you're sick emotionally, wouldn't you want to get the help that you need? You dig what I'm saying? So listen to this, right? Yesterday was a very interesting day for me in terms of how I was feeling emotionally, and I didn't sleep very well. So maybe it could have been a little bit of restlessness from not sleeping well. But yesterday was December 18th, right? Saturday, 1 week before Christmas. Right now, as I'm shooting this, it's December 19th. Uh, Um, Christmas is Sunday. I mean, today's Sunday. Christmas is on Saturday, and it's 3:30 in the morning Central Time. 3:30 in the morning, right? And I'm in Chicago right now, and literally decided not to go do my job, making really good money to do what I'm passionate about, which is this, right? I am a certified coach, if you will, and but we'll talk about that at another moment. So last year in September, I decided to go no contact with my mom, who's a narcissist, guys. And I know that that term is used lightly. I can't say that enough. But if you ever had experience with a narcissist or began to study what narcissist, what it is, what it is, it's a sickness. It seemed like it's a demonic type person, right? I maybe that was aggressive because saying demonic, but a really uh, low vibration, and it's really interesting because on the outside looking in, some of my neighbors probably think I was crazy if they hear me share this video. Like, was life really that bad for you? Now, the neighbors that live below me, they would know because they heard a lot of the things that were going on. But I'm gonna get into some heavy stuff here. I lost the day after Christmas. All right. So 1 week from today, 3 years ago, my dad decided that he didn't want to be here anymore at the young age of 48, and he was in the hospital. Had a lot of issues going on, including health issues, financial issues, employment issues. He made a really bad decision, and it was really holding him back from moving forward. There was a lot of work to get back on the path. So that day in the hospital, December 26th, day after Christmas, y'all. And this is 2018. As I said 3 years ago, this is my first winter in LA. I'm at LA playing beach volleyball, right? The girls got their bikinis on, the fellas got their shirts off. And I'm like, I'm from Chicago, I'm 28 years old. I'm like, what was I doing in Chicago the whole time? I forgot to call my dad on Christmas. I didn't really call anyone. I have a very small family, but I forgot to call my dad. Next day, I'm at work. I remember exactly where I'm standing. I get a phone call. Hey, where are you? I'm like, I'm at work. "Yeah, are you working? I'm like, no, I'm waiting for work, but I'm good. I'm available. And my aunt paused for 3 to 5 seconds, and then she says, I'm sorry to tell you your dad has passed away. And you know how you want to go into denial, like, hold on, this is not April Fool's, stop bullshitting. But I could tell in her voice and that pause, she didn't. She had to force herself to say it. She paused and she said that, and I said, "I gotta call you back." And she said, "Antoine, that's my middle name." She's like, "Antoine, hey, let me take a minute to myself." I hang up, and guys, I started crying, grieving. And my dad had attempted suicide before this, on twice actually. I was 23 years old. He took a bunch of pills, and they had to pump his stomach at the hospital. The 23, so 2013, I would say about 20, yeah, 2012, 2013. That was the first time. Second time, it was 2018, Thanksgiving. But the state troopers talked them out of it. Hey, we're gonna get you some help, man. Financial help, whatever kind of help you need. Please don't jump off the bridge. Talked them out of it. In the midst of that, A month later, he commits suicide, right? So, guys, what does this have to do with trauma? Trauma is it's that's called an implosion, right? I study a lot because trauma affected my life, man. I'm young kid from the south side of Chicago. My dad was a great guy, but he would try to hurt himself, whereas my mom, she's a great woman, but she doesn't implode, she explodes. She tries to degrade other people. And when you're in a situation where you have a parent, that's a very powerful situation to be in, to uh, really to damage someone's psyche, right? But again, two different situations. Dad, suicide. Mom, nuts, really nuts. And it's the psyche. It's the psyche, man. When the way you develop a child is gonna have a lot to do with how he moves in this world. I was so talented in terms of just going to school, being a student athlete. Future looked so bright. But my mom is like, narcissists, and you have a spectrum of them, right? You have covert, overt. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to study this stuff so you can go back in history and really kind of dissect that, right? I'm not saying rehash it for the rest of your life, but go back and dissect that so you can make it make sense to you. Because I'm telling you, a lot of it is just a flash. Dealing with the narcissist, being in a narcissistic relationship with a parent. I mean, I don't wish it on a spouse either, because my aunt was actually into it with a spouse. She's the one who told me, I'm ranting now, but I called her just crying, 28 years old, 29, just crying like, I hate that it has to be this way with my mom. I'm out in LA making good money. It's cold in Chicago. I can't even hit her up to fly her and my sister out because our family is broken. My sister over here living in somebody back porch for $700 a month. They took full advantage of her. She's not even making money, so she's just literally paying to live. My mom, she probably off in Jamaica with somebody who, trying to be her boo thing or whatever. I'm like, this is just crazy. My aunt said, do me a favor, start to begin to study narcissism. And when I did that, it was almost as if the author knew my mother. If I was a doctor, and you could actually give a diagnosis, the book was on point to the T. You hear me? It might have been a video, actually. And I started to read more and more and more because I want to heal. I have some narcissistic traits myself. So you look at this trauma. My dad had a lot of trauma from his childhood. Okay, check this out. At 4 years old, his dad dies. Okay, and he has a baby brother that's probably one, maybe not even one. Uncle Jabari maybe wasn't even one because my dad was definitely older than him. So if my dad was four, his little brother was, we'll say, 0 to 1 years old. His dad gets murdered. And unfortunately, my grandma and my grandpa, my dad's side, they like to experiment with drugs, right? They grew up in that era with, like, you know, like the heroin era, with like Frank Lucas era. And he got grandma hooked on heroin, right? His dad did. But he could never forgive his mom. And I would talk to him like, well, Dad, isn't it interesting that you don't fault your dad? I know he's not here, but you forgive him. What about your mom? Guys, I don't care if I made $1 million, $10 million, 100 million. If I was set for life financially, if I hit the lottery, if crypto went through the damn moon, this work of healing trauma and helping people process from it, this is my life work. You know, it's like if you love to help kids, or you love to give to the homeless, or, serve at your church, whatever it is, right? You can have the money, but that's still where your heart is, right? Once you get money out of the way, then what? Just make more? Some people do that. I don't think I would. But this work, even before I'm making the crazy money, this work is, I'm so passionate about it. Okay. My dad, and I think today, another point I missed. That's why today was an interesting day, essentially, because it was like, wow. right? I'm looking at the Christmas tree. It's so pretty, and it just hits me like, you know, I will truly never see my dad again. He was a funny man. He would call me at 4 in the morning, like, "What you doing, brother?" Dad, I'm sleeping. Man, get up, brother. The early bird, get the word, man. Come on, man, get up. I'm like, Dad, you about to wake my girlfriend up, man. Give me a second, man. Damn, you so loud, you about to wake Boo up, man. So I'll never get those calls again. Those 4, 5, 6 a.m. calls. What you doing, man? Early bird, get the word. And it's just, you just sit there and you resonate with it. And when you process trauma, it's good to feel it. You got to feel it. I didn't want to feel it. That's why I was an alcoholic for all those times. I didn't want to go back and feel it. On top of other things you have to do, but just sit there with that feeling like, wow. And then we have my mom, right? Who's not in it. She didn't implode with her trauma. She exploded, right? She went outward, right? My dad wasn't a narcissist. He was just a very sick man. And I told you about 3 suicide attempts. His wife actually told me after he passed that there's a few that I don't know about. And I really didn't care to know about them, but I was just like, wow, my dad really was a suicidal man, even in his early 20s. I mean, mid 20s, early 30s. He committed it at 48. Now my mom abused me my whole life, traumatized the hell out of me my whole life. 18 years old, she discards me, right? If you know these kind of terms, a discard is that's when they're done with you, right? And that they'll love bomb you. Oh, baby, I love you. I'll make another video about how COVID was really impactful and why I decided to go no contact with her last year. Um, Very interesting experience. But at 18, go figure it out. My life was school and football. I tore my ACL, and my mom puts me out 2 months before I graduate high school. It's one thing on my mind: get money. I don't have time to go to somebody's college and get educated. I don't, not even a trade. Like, I don't have anything. No one's to provide for me. And at this time my dad was still alive, but from a financial aspect, he was unavailable. Things had got rough for him. Like kind of. Anyway, she discards me, and now I'm in this world with trauma. And like my dad, and like my little sister, I chose to implode. Right, that's when you hurt yourself. Drinking that bottle every day for damn near 20 years. Out of not 20, I'm sorry, 12 and a half years, almost 13 years. No, maybe it wasn't every day, but out of those 12 years, I promise you, I probably only went 60 days without drinking. I think that's stretching it. 30 to 40 days without having a drink. Total out of 12 years. Now, I want to read this to you because I'm on a mission right now. This is my gift. I'm not a therapist, right? And I don't mind kind of processing trauma with you, if it's not too much. But even if it is, I've been through a lot. I can handle it. It doesn't really re-stimulate me. But again, you need to get a therapist because a therapist is going to help you heal the past, help you heal up the wounds. Think of a surgeon, right? But after you get that surgery, you'll be on bed rest for a little while. I had an ACL surgery. That's what ended my football career. And after the surgery, I had to heal up for, I don't know, I can't remember, 30 days, 40 days. And then after that, you have to do PT, right? Personal physical therapy. You got to get a trainer and do physical therapy to move forward from the injury, right? The therapist, go back to that analogy, is going to help you kind of heal up the things, the wounds. And then a coach is going to help you move forward in life and get a vision for your life and hold your hand and believe in you that you can do it. Because a lot of times when we have trauma, we lose faith. We lose faith in ourselves, and we all need someone to say, I believe in you. Especially when you're like me, my mom, she's just so jealous of a woman. It's all about her, right? So if you come with something that outshines her, ooh, now you about to trigger her, right? He just bought a new car. He don't even have nowhere to live. Interesting. Why you hating, right? But if I was still on the bus, then I'm cool, right? I'm your friend. I'm not violating you and your little putt putt of a car that you have. I want to share this with you guys. And right now I'm literally freestyling it. It's 3:45 in the morning. Again, I haven't slept a whole lot. This is on my heart. How do I go out and do this? Build a business around coaching and teaching. I'm qualified for this. At 21, I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I was damn near selling weed. you know, just trying to survive, y'all. I never wanted to just, you know what I mean? But I got thrown out of the house. So this is why I really made this video with these traumatized human beings. And, I share my story a little bit. I'm about to share a little bit with my little sister story, um, my dad's story, and just the bull crap that comes with trauma and people not having the tools to heal from it. Right now, we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's December 19th, 2021 at 3:45 in the morning Central Time. We're 2 years into this pandemic almost, and it doesn't look like there's an end in sight. No. Are we almost 3 years in? 21, 22, 23. Man, I can't even. 2 years. 2 years, right? 2020 plus two, 2022. Yes, sorry. Look, I told y'all my brain, I don't understand how people stay up for like days, man, because I start hallucinating a little bit when I do that. Um, we're in a pandemic. People are Some people are making astronomical amounts of money. Some people don't, they can't feed themselves. The gap just keeps getting wider. And I mean, when I say wider, I mean like tons of millionaires, tons of homeless people, right? Like the middle, Robert Kiyosaki was writing about that in The Conspiracy of the Rich, right? Which came out and like, dude, I was in like a senior in high school. I'm talking '09 or 2010. And that book was breaking it down. He said, dude, it's not going to be long before, he said he was in Cape Town, South Africa. And he said, it's a beautiful place, but it's like you go through a bunch of shanty towns and then you're in this beautiful town. Like there's no gap. There's no gap. You either have it or you don't have it. And LA, Los Angeles reminds me of that, right? I mean, there's a little bit of in the middle of LA, but LA truly reminds me that there's people that are like uber rich. And then you got Skid Row. You know what I mean? And everything Skid Row, that's like the worst of it. You know what I mean? But go to Venice Beach, go to Santa Monica. You know what I mean? Go down Sepulveda Road in Wilshire. You're gonna see like, damn, some people, they sleeping outside in tents with with a chihuahua. So I jump around a lot on these because I don't really have a format. I just kind of go from the heart right now. There's a medicine on my heart. That's BS, man. That like I said, and then Christmas is Saturday. I'm jumping around again, right? So it's like, damn. Not only is my dad gone, I never talked to him. Ma, Maria, we'll never talk. We're cold turkey here. We really are cold turkey. Like, I I don't get triggered by it much. Like it's like the gym. You know, how some days you go to the gym and you kicking ass. Excuse my language. Then the very next day you can go to the gym and you get your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? So the holidays tend to be a time when those emotional wounds try to kick my tail. Like, wow, it's gonna be. It was like that on Thanksgiving. I was kind of just like, you know. And I think the reason it's really bugging me this year is because listen to this. My little sister is about to have a baby. She's a baby. She's 21. The reason I don't have a baby is because I've been messed up. I've been drinking alcohol 10 years. I had to look at my life like, oh man, we got to reevaluate some things. We had to rebuild over here. And the wife and the kids, it's gonna have to wait. But let this situation motivate you. My sister, she having a baby. Oh man. Baby daddy, he going to jail. He got caught with guns. We in Chicago. It's horrible. They caught him with a gun, put him on house arrest. He get caught with a gun on house arrest. Send his ass up the road. So now my sister's about to be born. Single mom, just like my mom, right? When I was born, generational curses, guys. We gotta heal. When I was not when I was born, when my mom found out she was pregnant, she told her father until she was 16 years old when she conceived, 17 when she gave birth, and her father uh, had already had not a miscarriage, an abortion or two, guys. Right? My grandfather's like, you're only 16, you don't have baby with me. He's a Haitian guy, that's why I mock him like that, But I think it was one and maybe two abortions, and the third one, which was me. Now, different men too. I think it was just two. Well, a guy named Reynard. They had an abortion. Then a month later, she got pregnant by Jerome Senior, my dad. So my grandfather said, "You got to keep the baby. I'm not about to keep taking you to this damn clinic and getting rid of kids. Okay? You're not gonna be shit. I knew you're not gonna be shit. You have baby too young. You're a fuck up." Those were the words that she told me. You're a fuck up. My sister gets pregnant. And that broke my mom's heart to the point where I'm like, damn, grandpa, I'm in the womb. I'm trying to get some nutrients in here, maybe a sunlight, maybe a little rub and a kiss. And you telling this lady, you ain't, you're a F up. Okay. She might despise me. You're her dad. She loves you. She looks up to you. She adores you. Now she's despising me because how you feel about her with me. Trauma. I'm going to do my part in this world to eradicate that shit by just healing some people. Healing people who want to be healed. Because, like, my mom, she didn't want to be healed. My dad, he didn't want to be healed. It's like some people, they enjoy their misery. 12 years for me, 13 years. Steady drinking, losing houses, losing cars, losing jobs. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, boy? Stop drinking. Don't you see when you don't drink, you do pretty damn good? When you drink, things can get ugly. When I know you drinking up, they scared to get a phone call from me. They don't know what the deal is. I didn't want to heal. I could relate. It was like at 18, I was like, I'm going to the therapist. I know that I need help. 18, when that happened with my mom, I became an instant alcoholic. I'm not BSing you. Because I remember in high school, we was underage drinkers. I used to just drink socially. You know what I'm saying? We would get a little toasty, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday through Thursday. Hell no, we not drinking. We gotta go to school. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do with our lives. Cause I knew my mom knew it was an issue with her. Got kicked out 2 months before graduating high school. Instant alcoholic. Oh man, I'm in the world by myself. What I'm gonna do? I'm full of fear. I feel like a failure because number one, I never got my mom to love me, which is backwards, right? The sickening of the trauma. Could never convince her to love her little baby boy. Now this is the final discard. You 18. Bye. Legally, my job here is done. Huh? I ain't even graduated high school yet. My dad, my mom, sick. Some people don't want to be healed, but I'm gonna play my role for those that want to be healed. There are people out there that want healing, that will do it. I have a coach. I talked to her about moving forward. We'll do a little bit of processing, a little bit of reflecting, but after that, we where we going in this world, moving forward. Because if we go to a garden, there will be weeds. Ain't nobody just gonna have a perfect garden without a gardener, right? Back to my sister. Tell my mom she's pregnant. My mom doesn't want to respond to her. Okay, because my sister told some people in my mother's circle she was pregnant, so she knew that that call was coming. 6 months, 6 weeks, she avoided my sister, guys, and I'm gonna wrap this video up. 6 weeks, she avoided my sister. Right? She knew what she was calling for to tell her that, hey, you're a grandma, uh, right? I didn't have a baby. My sister, maybe she was thinking that having a baby would rekindle things. My sisters are just 21. I'm 31. We 9 years apart. I'm over this shit, and because I'm knowledgeable, I try to help her. She won't read the books. I try to tell her, get into meditation, come into your body. She won't follow through. She want to smoke weed, have babies. I'm gonna be the best uncle I can be, but you making some real major life decisions, man. I'm trying to tell you. No, but that's survival mode. She already thinking, oh, my Section 8 voucher gonna double because I got a kid. Oh my God. Now you living off that's the best you gonna do for your kid. But I love you. I understand. We come from a whole lot of trauma. 6 weeks later, finally gets a hold of my mom, right? Through Facebook. Facebook. Okay. So my sister got pregnant in July. 6 weeks later, this is September 9th. I get a call from my sister. I'm laying down in the bed. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just kind of lounging in the bed. Pick up the phone. Hello? I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Hold on, hold on. I gotta pull up with the I need to grab my AI. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? So I go get that chopstick, you know. At least stop being silly, but that's how deranged like than just you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking she's somebody trying to hurt her or something, you know? And they were her mom. I hate Maria. I don't want to talk to her anymore. Um, oh man, here we go with this. Here we go with this. Let me go ahead and make some popcorn for this one. Let's hear this. And we talked and we talked, and it was just like the end of the day. My sister got a hold of her via Facebook. I want to read this text to you. Okay, 10:11 a.m. Maria says that's our birth mothers because she's no. A stranger on the street has shown me more love than my mom, or over the years. I respect her for giving it a try, but that wasn't her repertoire, love. And to this day, she run through guys, and she uses money to attract men. Right? That's why she like going to Jamaica, because Jamaican boys they like money. American men they got something. A lot of them have their own money. You know what I mean? Jamaican man going, oh my God, I got American woman. She have passport and a job. You know what I mean? What are you trying to get in touch with me for? I'm confused. Dot 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 dot. And good for you, lady. You you can't even try to be nice. Not even try. You can't be cordial. You can't be peaceful. No. Wonder why I went no contact. And it was tough. My birthday, I called her and I was like, man, sucker gotta be this way, man. She told me pretty much grow some cojones. Welcome to the real world. Damn. My mama talking to me like my therapist or something, like my psychologist. Called her Mother's Day. She didn't even answer. Damn. Sent the text, didn't even respond. All right. So now I'm moving on. She got pregnant. She want to tell her mama. Can you blame her? About to be a grandma. Like my ex-girlfriend, when her big brother got pregnant, the whole family was going crazy. Like, oh my God, it's a celebration. Oh, bring the champagne, bring the hookah, bring the steaks. Bring it on, baby. I don't want to be too loud. I do have other people here that are sleeping that have to be up early actually, but that's why I put in the headphones. So, what are you trying to get in touch with me for? I'm confused. Dot 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 dot. And good for you. 12:10. My sister responds, letting you know I'm pregnant, but obviously you don't care. I can see how you talking to me. Maria's response to that. Go find something to do. Call your friends. Call your brother. I'm not your friends. Who you think you talking to? Um, I think she's talking to did she come out? I think she came out of you, right? I think she's talking to her mama. Am I missing something around here? And guys, when you start getting into shit like this, you're gonna be like, damn, this shit makes sense. I couldn't make sense of it. At 21, my sister, I still thought it was me. Still thought it was me. Damn, how was I not lovable? How was I not lovable, boys? She don't have love. She don't even love herself. Look at the decisions that she make. It tell you that. So you gotta put into the awareness, guys. Who you think you talking to? Where's my $100? Go brush your teeth. Blocking you. Bye. Damn. Congratulations. You see the trauma, guys? The shit put tears in my eyes. I wanted to shoot this video yesterday, but it's just like, like I said, if I don't care if I have $100 million, I will do this work. It's Les Brown says there's a voice. I don't know what my thing is, but there's a voice in you, and you need to tell it. And I really do. The world needs your voice. Don't drop the mic. Right? My dad dead to suicide. Now you want to be a deadbeat mom, but you've been consistent with that our whole life. A deadbeat mom emotionally. Blocking you by, go brush your teeth. Where is my $100? She finna have a baby and you tripping over $100, bro. Charge it to the game. She about to have a baby. You talking about $100? You're sick. Go get some help. And even if you get the help, you might have lost me for good. I may consider, but you're gonna have to go see Dr. Judy up in LA. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she in the valley. Google her name, you'll find her. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna have to, yeah. Yeah. You gotta go see Dr. Judy. All right. And mental illness runs on our side, on both sides of the family, right? Schizophrenia, bipolar disease, all kind of craziness. Lady, you're a nut. I know some shitty moms, but like she's not even like crappy. She's just like unbelievable. Even I know some crappy moms that still like, they do the best they can. They don't have a lot to give. So who am I to even call them crappy? It's just they had children prematurely, like my sister doing, repeating this shit. But I didn't tell her, I congratulate her. Oh man, I'm finna be an uncle. Damn, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. She 21. A lot of girls that have babies by that age. Congratulations, man. What's the plan? It's a girl, a boy, Yeah, okay. Who last name she gonna have? And then she called me again. Story just gets better. She said, I'm really done with Maria. I said, okay, what happened this time? She said, that communication via text didn't satisfy my needs, my urge to want to really know if that's how you feel. I want to hear you say it. I said, oh, so you called her, sis, and was like, what's the deal? She said, yeah. She said, and she picks up the phone and she says, I'm at work, so you just do the talking. And my sister's upset. She's like, her feelings is hurt. So she said, I just want to let you know how this gonna go. She said immediately Maria took it over. Immediately Maria took over, like, because they not stupid. She hit a tonality in her voice. She knew that she was calling to say, you're not about to be in your grandbaby's life right now. My sister nasty going tit for tat. She in her feelings. I told her to leave it alone, but she grown and that's her mama. You know what I mean? And she said immediately Maria picked up on where the conversation was going. It was like, hold on. Right? She told her, I'm at work. Now you can talk though. Right? Because she can't deal with the truth. Right? People just living in pain. You're sick. You need to stop the bleeding. Your guts are everywhere. You're dead. You need to be resuscitated. See, let me let you know how this finna go. I understand my kids don't like me. My kids hate me. And bro, it's not that we hate you. You be hurting us. And you don't get that. Every man you have leave you. Unless you feeding them and buying them shit. So he playing your game because he ain't a man. He ain't no alpha. He a beta. Every man date you, the smart ones, they get their shit together and they gone. The goofies just, they stick around until they can't take it no more. But anyway, I already understand my kids don't hate me and I'm not going to be in my grandbaby's life and woo, 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 woo. Guys, I share my story because I know you got one. I would love to hear it. Drop it in the comments below. All right. I share my trauma because I know you have some trauma. And guys, you have to heal from that. Trauma is a deep thing. It lives in the body. I know some powerful Jewish families from those country clubs I used to work at. And when I tell you they love be on another level, the baby in the stomach, they read into the baby. They playing the baby Earl Nightingale. The baby in the stomach, you playing them Earl Nightingale? Starting them early. Damn. He listening to the strongest secret in the world in the womb. Well, my sister get there. You ain't. So anyway, let me finish because I'm gonna wrap this video up. You ain't shit, so your baby ain't gonna be shit. Damn. Oh my God, you be out of pocket with these words, but she always been like that. She will cut you deep with words. I'm talking samurai sword, just like you know that game where you cut you swipe the fruit with the knife. Samurai style. It's over with, cut in half, bro. You ain't nothing, so your baby ain't gonna be nothing. Oh yeah, and by the way, if DCFS get involved because you ain't a good mother, don't expect me to come save you. You still bitter about what my sister called DCFS on you, huh? But when somebody called DCFS on us, I lied for you. I sat on the bed. I sat on our living room futon because you couldn't afford a couch. All right? That was my room, the futon, where everybody sit on their ass. That's why I sleep. I lied to that man in his face. Do you get whoops? Oh, no, absolutely not. My mama loved me. Do I get whoopings? Boy, you see that broke chimney over there? You see that crack thing over there? You see that dent in that pot? Do I get whoopings? Boy, I get beat. You never acknowledged me for that, son. I appreciate you. Son, you was good. You know what I'm saying? You lied to them people. They was going to take you to child services. My sister, you was bitter at her ever since. And I wasn't no little kid to this day. I'm not huge, you know what I mean? But I stand 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. When I was growing up, I wasn't huge, but I was growing up. You were beating me. My little sister? Bro, my sister like 5'3", like 110 pounds, soaking wet. She wasn't taking them ass whooping. She couldn't do it. You was guys, healing. Do me a favor. Know it was a long one. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe. I would like to know how you feel about trauma, whether it's your trauma or the trauma that I just shared with you. But I'm on a mission to just number one. Did I bring my book right here? Human beings connect through stories. Remember when I was a kid, I used to love to hear my grandfather's stories about war and racism. You know, back when black men was getting hung from trees, and my grandpa would tell me these crazy stories. I'm like, for real, grandpa? Dang. Grandpa, the neighbor let out a German Shepherd on your daughter? Oh my God, they was trying to kill y'all. Right? Best stories. We connect that way. I have a story of trauma. Then, after the trauma, 18 years, I put myself through drama for another 12 years because I didn't go heal. It's easy to get a bottle. It's easy to smoke, get high, shop, eat, gamble. Yeah, I was gambling too. My gambling career will go off and on, off and on, off and on. You know what I mean? But it'll produce addictive behavior. So, guys, I'm gonna close out with an excerpt from this book. I know that sometimes people see a video, they like 50 minutes. Oh hell no, you know. But I hope the comments that juicy that you can do it. Okay, this is the latter part of the book where we get into, as you can see, part 6, overcoming narcissistic abuse. And even if your abuse wasn't narcissistic abuse, it could have been sexual, you know, it could have just been physical. You know, the goal is to overcome the trauma. So you know you got work to do. You got work to do. But we going I got a community of people right now. We small. I'm gonna be honest. We very small right now, but we're healers and we're healed. That's what the community is about. So I just want to read this excerpt to you Facing reality from processing your trauma. As you move out of denial and face the stark facts about what you've been through, one of your biggest challenges is to remain clear about the realities of narcissism so you can let go of unrealistic expectations about the narcissist. Whether you're an adult, child, partner, or other family member, perhaps the most difficult thing to accept is that narcissists do not and will never love you as you most as most of us hope to be loved. And that's why I think about that. I'm like, that wasn't love. How could I sit here and try to fool? Oh, she loved me. She took care of me. She used to make me feel bad about taking care of me. What the? Narcissists may say they love you and even believe it. They may for a time put you on a pedestal and treat you like royalty. After they have shown their cruelty, they may at times appear remorseful and make promises to change. They may, under certain circumstances, behave benignly or even generously. But as you have learned with narcissistic personality disorder, what appears fleeting to be love is not trustworthy. It is not stable. That's why I had to go cold turkey, y'all. I cannot expose myself to my mom because it'll go south. It'll go south, and it'll go south fast. It's not slow. It's deadly, bro. Talking deadly shots, man, to your psyche. It is not stable, reciprocal, accepting, selfless, or truly intimate. It is best idealization, which, if it hasn't already, will likely crash and burn into a pattern of disappointment, mounting criticism, rage, abuse, and possible abandonment, no matter how high you were elevated and how special you felt. Nobody deserves that, man. I got the chills reading that part, and I done read this shit 3 times today. 3 times, and I still got the chills while I'm sharing it with you guys. Nobody deserves that. You deserve love. Love makes the world go. Love makes the sun come up. Love makes the flowers grow. And we are the highest form of creation in the universe. We don't think we need it. No, we just gonna keep being down here, killing each other, whooping on our wives, whooping on our kids, abandoning people. Like, okay, all right, that's how y'all coming. That's not how we coming. Cause I know some people. I know some people. I like how they doing. I'm about to erase this shit and copy them, bro. People with narcissistic personality disorder can't love. Developmentally stunted as young children, never healed. My father, right? Was a narcissist, but he never healed from that. That shit was eating him alive. I'm like, Dad, do it for your heart, bruh. You just said you hate your mama, and yo, Dad, you 47 years old. Talking about you hate Granny. Granny, Granny said sorry 100 times. Granny done moved on from that shit, bruh. I can never forgive her for that shit. Dad, you tweaking. Stunted as young children, they did not learn to accept and love themselves and ultimately despise any club that would have them as a member. When they feel threatened, whew, remember what I told you when my sister called her and was like, see, I know this shit. I'm older than my sister. I've been down this road before trying to, I left the house trying to get this shit together and figured out. When they feel threatened, which is their default state, you become an object to them, not a someone, and they feel justified in treating you with scorn and bringing you to your knees. Ooh, hola basura, Krishna. Let's heal, y'all. I know it's been a long video. If it resonated with you, I hope you was able to watch the whole thing. I'm definitely working on shooting some shorter content, even maybe just chop this video up into some shorter pieces. Listen, y'all, you see that sign in the back? I love us, man. I really do. I come from a city where I'm an adapter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad, I got some good genes. Now I got some crazy ass parents, bro. But God went crazy with my dad's sperm and my mom egg. He went crazy when I made it to the egg, right? I really do love us, and I want to see more love in the world, especially right now. Like we are living through a pandemic, Isn't it? So we thought, man, we thought. You remember when COVID first hit? Oh yeah, it's yeah, just wear masks for 6 weeks, man. Everywhere, everything go. We 2 years in, Biden damn near halfway done with his presidency. What tamale? Life is changing, and it's changing fast. You know, we gotta love each other. We gotta do better, and everybody not gonna want it. I know my mom will never go back and open those bags of skeletons in her closet. She can't handle it. And she had a rough childhood. I understand that, but that don't give you the right to go hurting people. And I know it's unconscious for the most part. Guys, if you are hurt, begin to heal. You can do it. Man, where do I begin? Start to learn about what happened. Start to learn about trauma. Right? You're gonna have kids if you know you're gonna have somebody, a spouse, a kid, unless you Scrooge McDuck out here, the Grinch just single. That's a crappy way to live. And things are gonna happen to them, and you can inform them on trauma. Right? Your daughter gets her heart broken. When I had my narcissistic traits, and I broke my ex-girlfriend's heart, bro, she started doing things she never did, like shopping like crazy and clubbing like crazy, things she never did. That was her way of coping. So that was a lot, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it, man. If you need me, do me a favor. Leave a comment below. All right. Or go to my Facebook. Right now, I can't do with all these different pieces. I'm operating off YouTube and Facebook. All right. Much love, y'all. And I'll catch you in on the next one.